Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are doing an ATV recap about the 3.12 episode. We will be talking about 2.6, the lightning in Star Marine, and a bit about the animations which are used in Star Marine. So first we're going to talk about 2.6. Chris Roberts actually gave quite a big update about that. He actually said the new stuff is coming in every day from the different studios all across the globe. Internal Q&A actually started doing Star Marine testing every day for the last couple of, I don't know for how long, but at least he says they're having tests every day. And they're making some adjustments according to the internal feedback they generated. For example, some maps adjustments which they had to improve and some gameplay adjustments. They're also working on the new netcode to make it smoother, in addition making sure that objects work good over the network, like glass shattering and stuff, so you all see the same stuff really. And they're also working on Helmet 2.0, which is basically a new HUD for your helmet with new widgets and etc, which is basically coming in from the item 2.0 system. And also they're implementing combat emotions, so combat emotes, I'm sorry for that. Combat emotes are being integrated as well, so hand signals, so I can imagine thumbs up, thumbs down, silent, whatever. And missiles are now persistent between respawns, and they are working on the game mode pickup so you can rearm in Arena Commander. UI is working on the new front end for Star Marine Arena Commander, which is the new UI systems and stuff. So yeah, you got a new lobby and the matchmaking. And also new leaderboards are being worked on for, also for Star Marine. Really good Star Marine update. So here we can actually see the new level which they are working on. I'm not sure if this is the 12v12 level or the 4v4. I have no clue, to be honest. This is a pirate station. They actually talked about that they had to do a little bit with the lightning because it's a pirate station. They really have to, well, if you're a pirate, you really have to improvise the light. So it's not state of the art, but it's a little bit moody, a little bit improved lighting, so pretty cool. And each room has a pretty distinct feel. So that actually makes callouts very easy. For example, oh, there's a guy in the blue room, or oh, there's a guy in the red room, or the engine room. So they actually had that in mind and they made it really easy, and I think it looks pretty good so far. So I hope we can play it soon. Actually, Will Leverett just closed down the PTU chat on Discord and he said that it will be a couple of weeks. So who knows, we have to wait a bit. Here we see the Herald and the Vanguard. Here we see some more, first person stuff. Also, they talked about the animation work, which is done for Squadron 42. The metrics there are very important in the performance capture, because you don't want to make 1,000 animations for every single tablet, for example. No, you just want to have one tablet and make 1,000 with the same metrics, so you don't have to get all those animations. So they're actually working on Squadron 42 still, but actually all the animations they use for Squadron 42 will also make an appearance eventually into the Persistent universe. So we will have a very diverse animation set in the Persistent universe, and I can't wait to see that because it's quite impressive how many animations they got. When they shoot a performance capture, the first thing they have to do is analyze all the data they are getting back from the from what they have shot. Then they make sure the data is clean and there's no problems with it. Then they go into a process where they cut the animation into individual parts. So for example, when they take a seat in a mesh hall, so there's a guy taking a seat, you have to you can split it in 3 animations. You take a seat, you're sitting there, and you're standing up. So that's 3 animations right there, just for taking a seat. Those are called animation sets, which is pretty cool as well. When they are done in the process, it will go to developers. At that point, they call it usable. So they can basically, developers can use it to implement in the game and, enjoy their progress. Sometimes they don't have time for the mocap shoot because, for example, the studio is busy or something is coming in hot and they have to do it really fast. Then they actually do a hand key, and the hand key is actually, well, basically an animation handmade. They usually use video reference when they do it, but of course preferably, or they prefer, or at least I think they prefer to have a mocap because it's easier and it is more detailed. And a hand key actually takes more time and it's ultimately less detailed, I guess, or you have to spend really a lot of time to perfectly that. So yeah, that was pretty much the key points right there. They also talked a little bit about the network code and a little bit about the Avocati, how it came to be and how they use it, which is quite interesting as well, but really not all that too much interesting, I guess. So they also talk really a bit about Star Marine. I actually, in my most recent videos, my last video, actually talked about that Star Marine is not coming anytime soon, at least not to the live servers. And as we can see now, right now, Will Leverett actually closed down the Discord, and he said that it will take multiple, or he will give more information in the upcoming weeks. Well, if you think about it, the upcoming weeks, then, well, weeks to me mean like 2-3 weeks or something. We're already at the end of November or somewhere, or at least in the middle of November. So yeah, that's really going to be tricky right there. I mean, they do a lot of internal testing, and Chris said that he was pretty happy with it and he enjoys it. But it's going to be pretty tough to actually get 2.6 out of the door quick enough to get 3.0 out of the door as well. And like I said in my last video, I honestly don't expect 3.0 this year. That's not going to happen, especially if Star Marine is coming like late November, beginning of December. We also got the Christmas in between, so there's like 2 weeks no work going on for Star Citizen, which they should not give up, I think. I mean, holidays are very necessary, I think, on such a big project, so I hope they just do it. But yeah, that was pretty much it already for this week. So I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. If you like to see more of my videos, subscribe. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. On the left right here you can see the CitizenCon recap, which is there for you guys if you're out of the loop of development. That was the biggest event this year from CIG, so that's pretty interesting. And on the right here you can see the latest information about Star Marine. So I'll thank you all for watching, and until the next time.